expedition to the remains of the dead has been eventful. The Orpheum is damaged and in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make port in New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Return to the Reach, untamed, sunless span of heavens. London's new frontier, the celestial garden and wild. Our journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. The locomotive is damaged, and Captain Whitlock badly. Hangs in the sky, to a thousand over. You and the boarding party don your spacesuits, garment and waxed canvas, and reflect to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crew whisper as they dress. This is the Captain Whitlock having broken the weather. Why the devil did you trust us with the destruction of the dead? Silence. That was not the time. Lead across to the lake. The gap between the two nations is wide. The endless fathoms of hell are beneath it. Maybe we can push through. Jump! Jump. Stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you. The air of the heavens is thick with winds. And your boots in the number of the Ozymandias. Your leather gloved hands follow you around. One of your companions throws you a line and you lash the two engines together. And then the rest of the boarding party follow. Looking for a circle exterior hatch. The interior is cold and lit and whistles with wind. The party's lamps spread to right of the panicked passages. The corridor is open, stuck with the bombs crumbling underground. Unfortunately, your will is burned, but the credit has been handled. Well, that much. So, we look for July, and the town is mine. And the data let them back to supply the rest of this will test your iron skill. Iron is the skill of confronting your iron. Iron gives you a 75% chance of success. Or, back out onto the Ozymandias' hull, climb past the blockage and enter through a window on the far side. Excuse me, do so carefully. Veils is the skill of deceiving and evading. Your Veils gives you a 75% chance of success. Now, this being the first thing, I'm wondering if the more you do something, the more XP you get in it, the more your chance increases. If so, I'm going to go for Veils. So I prefer to build up deceit and evasion rather than confrontation and success. A memory. The rest of the boarding party follow you without enthusiasm. You recall the first time you climbed outside an engine, helping the captain fix a leak in an exterior pipe. The wind had shrieked, buffeting at you. You asked the captain what would happen if you slipped. "You've fallen," she answered tersely. "But where to?" you asked. She looked down, then up, then back. The sky's depths spiraled all about you. "Away," she said, and you heard her fear. Back in the present, you tumbled back onto the Ozymandias through a shattered window. Your party spilling after you, glad to be back inside. You have reached the Ozymandias hold, a ruined, smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully somewhere amidst the detritus you can find parts to repair the Orphean and restock your stores. Hopefully the Ozymandias hold its creek. Your actions on board may have compromised its integrity. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orphean. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. "Oh ho!" cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered bird cage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furred opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. You now have 4 supplies. You have gained 15 hull. New total is 30. What about the bird? The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchange nervous glances. From the chaos in its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted on your locomotive, and an educated bat. Wait, I want the bat. Can I only choose one? Shit, okay, hang on. Oh, you can claim both this and the bat, thank you. Her own weapons were damaged during the flight from the Blue Kingdom. That leaves you... Wait, what? Mounting the Jerusalem cannon on the Orphean. Her own weapons were damaged during... Okay, the Orpheans. The heavens are wide, so locomotives use scouts like bats to locate things of interest. Ports, resources, wrecks like this one to scavenge. Give me that bat. The bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. You have to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on the Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. You now have one diffident bat. I don't know what diffident means. I need to find my dictionary. Where are you, dictionary? Oh! Is that like dissident because in the olden days S was F? No, they wouldn't do that. Where is my dictionary? It's not there. It's usually on hand. I might have packed it up the other day. Maybe I did. Still shit then. We're going to have to learn that word later. Mounting the Jerusalem cannon. Fire and Fury. The Cotterell and the Hathersage Jerusalem fires synced shells to a good range, more or less accurately. You order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Ozymandias groans again. The structure shudders spasmodically. You now have 1 Cotterell and the Hathersage Jerusalem. The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. From the chaos we're told, press onto the engine room. You might find more fuel there, but you had better hurry. The Ozymandias is beginning to tear apart. This is not without risk. It's too dangerous to stay. You know what? I think we should go. What's requirements? Press square? Choice requirements. You unlock this with 1 diffident bat. Right. So... Wait, what? It's not without risk. Do I want to be a risk taker? Look at my fuel. It's almost full. It's not going to do me in at the beginning of the game for fuel. I might find something else. I'm an adventurer. Let's go. The wreck of the Ozymandias screeches as its metal buckles and tears. You press on through the shuddering corridors, searching frantically for
You only live once.
Exactly, Bobrick. Monsieur Bobrick. Yes, man. How you doing, dude? Send a smaller party ahead to retrieve the fuel, or go yourself and conduct a hasty search. It's foolish for all of you to go. Send your quickest and lightest to retrieve the fuel while the rest of you return to the Orphean. Hearts is the skill of convincing and enduring. Your hearts give you a 50% chance of... Holy shit, this isn't good. Mirrors is the skill of investigating and deducing. Your mirrors give you a 50% chances. Well, you know what? I'd prefer to have investigation and deduction. If this does indeed increase my skills, then let's go for this one. Cross your fingers. In the nick of time, the wreck's engines are choked with old ash. You search swiftly, aware of every creak in the bulkhead, every tremble that runs through the dead locomotive. Finding several sacks of coal, you drag them to an exterior hatch and fling them across to the Orphean before leaping after them. Unshackling your locomotive from the Ozymandias, you stoke your engines and steam away, restocked, refueled, repaired, and rearmed. Onwards! Alright. Open radial menu. Journal, inventory, status, officers. Your engine was damaged. First officer. Your officer uses tab while important to appoint them, or at any time to talk to or otherwise interact with them. Okay. Do I not have any? Open chart, it says. Current location. Station platform. Wonder. Horror. Something ghastly, something grave, something that glisters, something to crave. I like it. Love it. I can't move my officer's thing now. So I guess I don't have any. Can't move it up or down at all. There's no options to speak or assign. Right. Onwards. This, just a member scout. There he goes. My little bat friend. And he's back. Your bat returns in what you can only describe as a right mood. It must have found something. So, does it tell me where? Oh, I guess this is it. To the left. It's a ladder. It's a station. It's the station. I don't know if I had to... Oh, summoned by Captain Whitlock. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from around the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Enquire after her injuries, or approach the bedside. She might have corona, so let's not approach. That's silly. The locomotive doctor attends her. His lips are tight. Yes. Onwards, doctor. A word of living fire pursued the Orphean across the Blue Kingdom. It caught you just before you passed the transit relay to the Reach and set its brand upon the captain. It's burned itself right through her, the doctor whispers. When I closed the worst of her wounds, I could see the sinus seared into her bones and her organs. Judging from her symptoms, it's on the inside of her lungs too. The captain leans to one side and vomits a plume of fire into a copper bowl. There is nothing the doctor can do. She's a goner. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a... Captain, blah, 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 blah. Approach... No, I don't want to approach the bedside. I've got to, it looks like. Yep. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is as hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise... She breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request, little more than a gasp. Promise me. One last service. Promise. Promise you obey your last command. Make no promises. Pull away. Whatever condition is... Exactly! It's what I said. Contagion. Demand to know why she took the Orphean to the Blue Kingdom. Oh, okay. I'm not just going to blindly promise her anything. I don't know fuck all about her. There is a hospital in New Winchester. They can help her. Right, let's do that. Tell her to rest. She grimaces and the doctor eases her back onto the scorched pillows. He tries to get a spoonful of laudanum between her blackened lips, but she screams fire, and the two of you must spring back. You better go, the doctor orders. He clearly has no idea what to do. We need a new doctor. Take your leave. You have an engine to command. That I do. Other business. You leave the cabin in the scorched stink of its air behind and return to the bridge. New Winchester is further than you'd like, and the captain has not long left. Onwards! Oh, where was it, by the way? It looks like we've got a bit down. Can I get hit? Oh shit! Oh shit! Blow it up! Your scouts discovered something. Let's see what it is. Open the chart. Your hold. This is your current cargo. Officers. Oh shit! Is that one? We don't have to fight. I don't think. Into the bustle, the din, the soot and the steam of Wolversey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. There's a lot of alliteration in this ride. I love it. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings that a brusque station master bustles over. You request to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities. Look to the Orphean's doctor. He's just appeared at your shoulder. His face is solemn. His hat is in his hands. He lowers his eyes. She's gone. Passing. Fuck. The crew exchange bleak, wordless looks. The Orphean itself seems suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that unfortunately Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says, neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock is deceased, the station authority require their answers from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It would be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? We shall. I guess this is character creation. It is. Create your captain. Today, London lies between the stars. Her new empire unfolds across the heavens. But 10 years ago, the music, man, I love the music already. The title music was amazing. Before the Northern Gate was opened, before the renewed Empress led her people to the skies, it lay in a vast cavern far beneath the earth, deep, dark, marvellous. Who were you then? Who was I? A street urchin? A soldier? A poet? An academic? A priest? A sailor? A ministry auditor? A revolutionary? You know what I'm choosing straight away, man. Straight away. The pen, the ink, the blank, monstrous page. We begin with high hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring. Poet. Know it.
Music is a bit loud.
Is it? Okay, man, hang on. I can't do it here. As soon as I get into the... sounds fine on my headphones. As soon as I get to the options, mate, I'll turn it down later. You were a poet. Poetry was popular in old London. Some poets sought fame, others art. Some simply enjoyed bohemian company. 3 preeminent artistic movements have come to prominence. Which are your works most associated with? The Celestials, the Nocturnals, the Sovereign? In old London, they wrote nostalgically of the surface and the sun. Now they write of the stars and the treasures of heaven. Increases your mirrors the skill of investigating and deduction. A radical outlawed school, what's that mean? A new tradition, born in the Empress Court, that works are patriotic but no. I'm celestial, clearly. Well famed the truth that I don't even have to read the descriptions here. Even the stars have secrets, but they won't keep them from you. A message from an old friend begins an unwise quest to learn a secret that the stars hide. What drives you? Curiosity? Justice? Insolence? Whatever it is, it will be tested. Be warned, this is a demanding ambition, best played by a lineage that has already completed wealth or fame. Oh shit, okay, so these are difficulty levels. But I don't want to be famous or rich. I want the truth. If I die, I die. Right? Fuck it, man. You gotta stick to who you are. Appearance. Hat, hair, brow, nose, chin, outfit. Random. That was Sherlock Holmes. Shit, I pressed it too quick. It wasn't really Sherlock because it had the wrong hat on. Due to the top hat. It's got my hook nose right there. There we go. Name. Start. Terror reach 100. Okay, let me turn the music down for you, dude. Hang on. Options, audio. I was on 50% when I started. I turned it up because I didn't think it was loud enough. Cheers, Liam. The reading of the will. 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a metropolis train bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. A methodical notary was reading the will. The captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Listen to the end. The captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here. And a final codicil? I don't know that word. That's 2 words already that I've never heard before or read before. In a final, I think it's codicil, I guess. The notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orpheum was to pass to its first officer. He peers at you with dry grey eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orpheum's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that, at the time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. He hands you an address card and deposit it there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're captain now. The Orpheum. Orpheum. Whatever it is, it's fucking mine. Captain Whitlock's legacy. Oh, by the way, look that word up for me, would you, Liam, if you can hear me, mate. Codicil. Codicil. C-O-D-I-C-I-L. Captain, you can investigate the black box at New Winchester. You could take the box to London as requested, or you could sell it and be done. Listen, man, she's bequeathed everything to me. I'm gonna try and do what she said, what she wants me to do. Onwards. Walthersey Station, the clamouring central station of New Winchester, a place of steam and smut and thundering iron. Here, you can find people willing to pay for a skilled captain's service. Explore the city, recruit the incautious driver, an opportunity the fastidious inspector. What are these missions? Let's... I specialise in test driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. Right, I don't know if I've got like a triangle that says over there. Stories, shops. Hang on a minute. New Manchester Bazaar. Locomotive captains gather at the bazaar to trade goods and information. Here you can acquire prospects, opportunities to sell a good at a distant port for an excellent price.
Codicil is a testamentary document similar but not necessarily identical to a will.
Thank you very much. Just an old word for a will then. Look up diffident for me, would you? D-I-F-F-I-D-E-N-T. because I've got a diffident bat on board that we just I just rescued from an old a wreck of an old ship. I've never heard that word either. I can't find my fucking dictionary. It's normally right by me, but I don't know where it is. Thanks for that, Liam. You're an angel, mate. What's this here? Seeds for Magdalene.
So I guess this is you inheriting the last captain's stuff.
Yes, that's it, basically. You start the game, she's dying, you're the first officer, you get here, she dies, and then you inherit. So every time you die, it's a bit like that one I was playing the other day, that space one, Void Bastards. It's a roguelike, so every time I die, the captain's permadeath, and then you get a brand new captain who continues with everything you've built up on your train. Magdalene provides comfort and sympathy to the weary skyfarer. Its hosts will tell you any lie you need to hear. Some of those lies require flowers. The amenable host wants up to 3 sacks of verdant seeds and will pay 80
Lacking or
for
marked
each.
by a lack of self-confidence, shy and timid.
Thanks, mate. I've got a shy little bat on board, a little timid bat. And we'll pay 80 sovereigns for each. So 240 sovereigns. Lies to the north-northwest of New Winchester. Select this prospect to claim it. Hours for the circus ringmaster. Wanted up to 5 barrels of unseasoned hours. What? Remember the other day when we were talking about selling time? I wonder if that's a literal hour. Delivered to the ringmaster.
Nice to see you streaming again.
Mate, bangers, how you doing, mate? I've had a listen. I'm not going to be on very long tonight, guys. Remember when I played Alien last time? And near the end I was like, I need to get off because my ear was so bad. I should have fucking got off when I said. So don't let me, if I start moaning tonight that my ear's starting to hurt, don't let me fucking stay on, because it's been fucked for 3 days solid. I've not been able to play anything, never mind stream anything.
I'm alright, how are you?
Not bad apart from that, my ear's kind of better. You know what, already it's feeling a bit weird. I'm just going to take my headphone off the left ear and sort of rest it above it. The inconceivable circus lies to the southeast of New Winchester. Right, can I only take one of these, or can I take them both? New prospects available in 30 days. Looks like I'm going to take one, I think. I fancy getting to the circus. Claimed. Hours can be reliably purchased at Port Prosper and Lustrum, and mined from skyrocks in the Reach. Okay, so hours are some kind of gem or mineral. Can we take them both? We can, okay. Seeds can
I'm
be
getting a
reliably
gaming
purchased.
PC in 2 months instead of a gaming laptop.
Nice, man. What made you change your mind? What made you change to a PC, dude? Anything in particular? I guess PCs are easier to upgrade, right, when you need to. Both got their pros and cons. Purchased at Hybris or the Ledbetter and Stainrod Nature Reserve. Right, I've got to try to remember Hybris and Ledbetter.
A PC is more powerful, to be honest.
Yeah, more powerful, and you can keep upgrading, right? And Port Prosper and Lustrum. Yeah, we need to try and remember these places. Oh no, I don't want to dog yet. There's other places to see. Abraham's Engineering, for instance. Locomotive plating and improvements and refurbishments. Unestimable choice. So we could sell. Jerusalem.
And laptops tend to break down after a short period anyways.
Bring me my spear, O clouds unfold. A no-nonsense common or garden armament for the skyfarer on a budget. What are the prices here? Oh, that's what I've got. Okay, I'm not going to sell that. How do I get rid of this info thing? There we go. Right, so how do we go to buying? There, buying. Right. How much have I got? Where's my money? Can I see my... Is that it at the top left? 100? I think that's it, yeah. So I can't buy anything from here. It's all way too expensive. Right, so fuck this guy. Hold. Bank. Not done yet, thank you. Where else can we look at? Victoria Market. Where we can buy fuel, which we need. How many will I need to fill up, do you think? Oh no shit, that's expensive. 20 each. Oh shit, okay, let's buy one. And buy one food. And lastly, Wolvesey Engine Yard. A notorious graveyard for unwanted, unloved or blasted out of the sky engines. Occasionally there are gems among the scrap. If your locomotive is damaged, its sale value will be reduced to cover repairs. Okay, so this is where I come if I want to buy new trains. And they looks like I need at least 1,500 bucks. So, let me just go back to stories again. I think there was something else. Explore the city.
I'm thinking of getting a PC from CyberPower. Have you ever heard of it?
I've not. I don't know anything about PCs or computer shops anymore, I'm afraid, mate. Why don't you build your own, man? Should we hire some crew? Your voyages have grown perilous of late. Numbers and morale are lower than they were. Today, New Winchester is abuzz with rumour. A famous tackety captain has turned tail and fled back to London, promised a generous pension and a full pardon in exchange for selling secrets. His crew are at a loose end and under a cloud of suspicion. Will they ever find work again? Hire some of the turncoat's crew as replacements. No one else will have them. For the cost of a round at the promise of days, they're yours. Do we want the crew of a dodgy fucking if you got a dodgy captain, what would his crew be like? You know, you feel me? Feel me? I'm not sure about that. Perhaps not. What else can we do here? Repair? I don't think
My friends are saying instead of buying a 1000 gaming PC, I should get a £500 gaming PC and a PS5.
Well listen man, only you can make that decision, dude. Nobody else can make that decision except you. Ambition, old friend. The thing is, nobody can get a fucking PS5 anyway. I tried to get one the other day, I was close. I got there, I was on Amazon when they'd been released, but it just wouldn't go through. Bots beat me to it every time. Following your return to New Winchester, you're eager to meet up with an old friend. Let's go see an old friend. An earnest rival. You were each other's fiercest critic and staunchest supporter. Your artistic rivalry was tempestuous, but essentially good-natured. You frequented the salons and honey dens of London, where you laughed and lamented and quarrelled and forgave. Arriving in the heavens, she became one of the reformers of the celestial school, transforming its saccharine nostalgia for sunlit meadows and clouds into intricate paeans? Paeans. Transforming its saccharine nostalgia for sunlit meadows and clouds into intricate paeans to the blazing stars, the wild winds, and the natural order of the sky. Another word, I'm not sure. I think I might have
Never buy hardware from Amazon. I'm sorry, but it is the truth. You can buy other stuff.
Why? Buy everything from Amazon, man. It fucking comes the very next day. Beautifully. It's great. You were not surprised when she bought her own locomotive. She is a Skyfarer now, captain of the Azazel. She associates with a group of seasoned captains who gather at the promise of days here in New Winchester. Perhaps you can find her there. Ambition, the truth. Your old friend associates with a group of seasoned captains that meet at the promise of days in New Winchester. Right, so let's find. We've got a lot of places to find already. Oh, hang on. That's the wrong button here. How do I close that? There we go. An opportunity. The fastidious inspector. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. It is embossed with the crown and hourglass of London's horological office, the body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the empire. I'm hoping to book passage to Port Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. I can, of course, pay. Pay sounds promising. You're on board. Welcome aboard, my lady. Oh, thank you. The locomotive I was on broke down following a boiler rupture. The chief engineer's fault, I suspect. A gentleman fonder of brandy than of diligence. Here, an initial sum to seal our bargain. prosper lies to the north-northeast of New Winchester. Right, not that there is such a thing as north, south, east, or indeed west out here. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more reliable stars visible from the Empress' new palace and named them. Okay, so that's how we... Okay. So I presume that's on the map. I presume it's going to be up, down, left and right, hopefully. Just to make it easy. And I think... I'm not going to investigate the black box. Shall I recruit the incautious driver? I'm the driver. Why do I need a driver? Let's have a look what this is. I specialise in test driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. The driver indicates a crashed engine, still smoking. Like that, but without the screaming. Officers require a sign-on fee. Allow the driver to join your crew. What harm can it do? This will get you a chief engineer who will increase your iron by 6, your hearts by 2, and your affiliation established by 1. Listen, how much do I need? Join. You're on board. Welcome aboard. The driver board's eager to get started. I recently parted ways with the Winwood Company, they explained. Personally, I think a crash a week isn't so bad. They disagreed. Oh well, live and learn. You've recruited the incautious driver. You have lost 20 sovereigns. Right, I think that's... Yeah, explore the city. The smoggy, clanking, singing, stamping, thronging, frantic heart of the huge and ever-expanding port of soot-smudged glass and bright steel spilling across a drifting, mist-wrapped archipelago. Its factories thunder, its engines shed rings with hammers and hiss with steam. Locomotives chug into sidings for repair, or flare across the sky and away into the high wilderness. Look at that, I've just noticed that fucking... Oh no, it's not. I thought that thing on the left was a picture of a planet with a bowler hat on, but I think it's just a bowler hat blowing through the wind.
Time goes so quickly, it's already THR 5th month of the year, May, nearly 2022.
Man. Listen dude, this year is fucking flying by. It is absolutely pissing by. You know what's making it worse? Waiting for a PS5, because they were supposed to be out in November. So it's been 6 fucking months already. I've not been able to get one. It's starting to piss me off. I'm waiting for this. There's supposed to be a drop happening any day now. Should have been today at very.co.uk. So sometime in the next hour I'll probably go and check again to see if they, in fact I'll check in a minute, but I'm trying to get one from them next because Amazon's have gone and games have gone I think as well. Visit the Promise of Days, a club where seasoned captains gather to trade stories and share advice with younger Skyfarers. Right, this is where it said my friend was, my old friend. Old pistons gleam on the walls, the shelves are crowded with the mementos from across the sky. The clientele raise their voices to be heard above the comforting clamour of the adjacent engine.
It felt like COVID was yesterday.
You may find helpful advice here. Introduce yourself to the seasoned captains. They are always happy to offer words of advice, sometimes many words. 4 are gathered at their usual table. The masked citizen, a libertine, polymath and pioneer of the neo-nocturnal artistic school. The bedevilled didact, a scholar haunted by his discoveries. The plucky baroness, explorer, collector, philatelist? Dude, I'm loving this game just because it's teaching me so many fucking new words. That's like 4 words in the first hour of playing that I've never... Where's my fucking dictionary? I'm going to have to find it for the next time I play. I think I've boxed it up ready for the move. It's normally right by me. I can't fucking see it anywhere. A philatelist. I love that word. And Spatchcocker Meg, who hunts monsters. Of course, everything out here is jolly dangerous, says the Baroness. Few risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the places you visit and deliver them to Victory Hall or Company House. Yes, we are, in the next couple of weeks. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Look for other opportunities on the way, advises the mass citizen, passengers who want transport, rich men in need of bloody work, etc. We read that. Inquire after the earnest rival. You know she's one of their coterie, but where is she? Ah, she speaks of you often, the plucky Baroness says. I'm afraid you've missed her. We've all been missing her recently. Busy girl, but she's doing important work in London.
Philately is the study of postage stamps.
I fucking love you, Liam. Dude, what would I do without you, man? Thank you, my brother. The bedeviled Didac frowns darkly and fingers one of his amulets. I'm gonna finger my amulet later. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm fucking just grow up. No, would you? We've been assisting in our own small ways, but well, she'll want to explain herself. She left a letter for you. Meg pulls a crumpled envelope from the pockets of her patched coat. I'd open it somewhere private, or someone. She glares at the masked citizen. Try to read it over your shoulder. The masked citizen nods unapologetically. It's true. I'm a disgrace. Read the letter elsewhere in New Winchester. Ambition, the truth. Your friend left you a letter which included a coded message. Can you decipher it? I don't know. I'm not a very good I was going to say cryptologist, but I don't think that's the right word. It's the right word for a code breaker. Is it a cryptologist? It might be. What's fucking Professor Robert Langdon? Renowned Professor Robert Langdon. Ask them how to make your fortune through trade. Between them, they've carried Navaratine gemstones from Eleutheria, souls to the Blue Kingdom, and raw hours to London. Have they tips? This is going to kill my throat, this game. I did know it was like a text adventure before I started it, but... Ah, the Didac says, fiddling with his innumerable talismans. An essential topic. Meg slides you a stool and the captain shuffle around to make room. The masked citizen buys you a drink of their own invention. It is violet and foggy. The plucky Baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away. Ask about markets. Ask about prospects. A trading opportunity. Ask them if they know of a good prospect available. Well, we know these two. You just press triangle, so let's just go straight to this. In point of fact, I do, says the masked citizen, tapping an elegant finger on their elegant glass. The host at Magdalen's needs an urgent delivery of seeds. I've already picked this up. I've picked them up already, mate. Megron's broker in Port Avon is selling cheap seeds. Cheapy chap. God knows why. His face looks like it's been pushed through a mangle. An opportunity. Port Avon lies to the west-northwest of New Winchester, and Magdalen's lies to the north-northwest. So they're both the same place, the same way. I'll accept this prospect from the bazaar I already have. Thank you very much. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, well, where can you buy goods cheaply? Meg slides you a spatchcocker Meg wipes beer foam from her lip. Nowhere this busy. Deals are snapped up too fast here. Visit the bazaars at quieter ports. Can find all sorts. Limited supply, mind. The bargain won't hang around forever, though. The Baroness confides. A bargain won't hang around forever, though. The Baroness confides, steadfastly ignoring Meg's manners. So don't hang about. If you've space in your hold, snap them up. You can always sell them at a major port for an adequate return. Okay, so we'll do a bit of profiteering. I think that'll do us, will it? Change the subjects. Oh, expand the prospects and bargains available to you. How to put this delicately? Is there perhaps a way that a resourceful captain could...
I have to go roam and buy.
Who's that? Okay, well, bangers, take care, mate. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, my friend. Learn about affiliations and the opportunities they present. Nepotism. Meg laughs, a noise like a sneeze crossed with a ricochet.
You too.
It ain't you who is. It's
me.
It ain't you who is. It's who you know. It ain't who you is. It's who you know. Innit? Nepotism. She taps her broken nose. Quiet, the masked citizen remarks. The wider your circles, the more advantageous the opportunities that will present themselves. A wise captain makes the most of them. So, what's it called? Can't think. Schmoozing. As your captain increases in level, your affiliations increase. Academe, Bohemia, Establishment, and Villainy. They will unlock new, more rewarding bargains and prospects. Affiliations allow your next captain to inherit certain resources should the unthinkable happen, which it will, and probably often. I think that's it, right? Fortune through trade, go elsewhere. We're done. Thank you for everything, people. Onwards! Right, I think... Oh, wait. Privately, you examine the letter. The earnest rival's handwriting, never neat, is clearly hurried. There are several unfinished trains of thoughts angrily struck through. She writes coyly of having embarked on a journey of the most fundamental discovery and of having uncovered celestial secrets. She says she wants to discuss her progress with you, but does not say where or when. The envelope also contains a collection of unfinished crosswords cut from the newspapers. Decoder hid a message. She always hated crosswords, and the phrasing of the letter is stilted, as if she had used certain words in certain places. There is a concealed message here, you are certain, and the crosswords are key to it. Yeah, I want to decode. It won't. I can't. Requirements. Hang on. It's not working. Nothing's working. I must need to like be smarter or something. Let's try that again. So it's red. They've not been read. Oh wait. Does she mean the crosswords don't mean anything, right? Hang on a minute. Where's it? She writes coyly having embarked. No, because I can't read the actual letter. That's just what she's. Right, that must be something later, I presume. Most fundamental discovery in having the celestial secrets. Because it's just quoting her. She just wants to discuss it, progress with you, but does not say where or when. Right, I don't think I can do this. I think I need more. There's more to this. I think finally we can leave. North-northwest. Will that be this north-northwest, or will it be this north-northwest? Is this even north? We don't know because we can't see these stars they were talking about. Change region. How do I square? There we go. Shit, this place is big. I'm just going to presume up's north. We'll presume it for now at least. Zoom back in here. How did I send my scout out? I forgot. Right on the D-pad. There he is. Little shy timid bat. The scout turns. It's found something. How did I check this time? It's found something where? Here? This it. What is that? That is a platform. Dead ahead, but it looks like there's something blocking us, so we're probably going to have to go left and then round. Oh, there's another one here. The Assembly, a coalition of independent-minded settlers colloquially known tacties, gather and argue here. Deliver port reports here to receive rewards.
What a helpful diffident bat.
Exactly, man. I love that word, dude. I'm going to have to try and remember it. Visit Victory Hall. Raised in the wake of the blockade of New Winchester, this magnificence of glass and steel houses the Colonial Assembly. Raised in the wake of the blockade of... take a look around. The tacties. Those settlers who want independence from London may have work for a skyfarer. Alright, so I don't have any reports, I guess. Her tireless exertions during the blockade earned her both a seat on the Assembly and enemies in London. She likes to keep abreast of events. This will influence the balance of power in the reach and favour of the tacties. The colonies seeking independence from London. Surrender your contraband. The tacties will undoubtedly find a use for it. Right, so these are like these are some separatist group. I don't know if I want to get involved in this. This isn't really my thing. I just want to explore the stars and write some amazing poems. The music of democracy. Today the chambers of Victory Hall echo with shouting. The Assembly is in session, and outraged roars descend from the boardroom to the palatial lobby. A discreet functionary escorts you from the premises before you hear anything too juicy. You're a captain, aren't you? She inquires once you're safely outside. If you want to be of service, bring us news from other ports. The Windward Company have spies everywhere, and we need recent, accurate information of our own. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing else here, which is good, because already my throat's feeling a little bit. Oh, wait, that's a project. So, here's a new thing about this game. It's a secret to get almost perfect string called Sunless. This is supposed to be a it's been out on PC for about a year. It's a roguelike, text adventure, little top-down shooter exploration strategy thingamajig. That's what kind of game it is. The local headquarters of the Windward Company, London's proxy in the Reach. Deliver port reports here to receive them when the company's favour. Okay, so this is this place here is a little choice. We've got the guys on the left, the guys on the right. I don't know if they're on the left and the right for any particular reason. Following the uprising, the fortunes of the Windward Company fell on New Winchester. Here's the thing, man. If they've conquered space in 1905, I mean, the government's obviously doing something right? Obviously. Take a look around. Windward Company, who represent London's interests on the Reach, may have worked for a Skyfarer. The offices are cramped. Typewriters ring, assistants scurry between desks, beleaguered managers struggle to make themselves heard over the hubbub. Eventually, a harried assistant makes you a cup of tea. I'm afraid everyone's busy today, but if you want to make yourself useful, we always need up-to-date reports on events beyond New Winchester. Bring them straight here, though, not to... He nods outside the window towards Victory Hall, where the Colonial Assembly gathers. That lot? Queen and country and all that, eh? Okay, Queen and country, mate. Fuck the Queen. Fuck it. Send that little mat out again. That's funny. It's back, it's quick. He complains about the cold. Found nothing. Oh, stay in there. What's this? I don't like that. I don't like that searchlight there. This is the clamour of engine yards and accretion of smog on the windows. I'm going left. Searchlight there. Hey, fuck off, man. Searchlight usually means I'll go.
Careful, she might be watching.
Mate, if I knew she was watching, I'd have fucking said it louder. Yeah, listen, she should be gone soon. Won't be long now. I got nothing against the Queen personally. I just can't be with the royal family in general. Your bat returns in what you can only describe as a right mood. It must have found something. It has found something right over here. Look, and there's a tiny little crack there that I just saw as I came past. Might have missed that, but I'm going to have to turn around and go, that's something ghastly. Ooh. Oh, or is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Something ghastly is like a hook. I guess that's just, we don't know what that is yet until we see it. Right, we're going to how do I refuel? Does it do it automatically, do you think, when it gets... something grave. Old stones and forgotten ruins lie tumbled across the sky. Explore requires assaying. Do I not have that? Fuck, how do I get that? So I need skills. I guess we'll have to come back when we've got assaying. That means to map to charter, I think. Assaying. To explore, to map, to charter. Archaeologist says that. Found something else? Yeah, we did. We found another station. A port, I should say. Can you smell behind the corridor? Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck are you, dude? Hey, we're good, baby. It's good, it's all good, fish. Can't take care. No. Fuck it. Fuck off, man. Bitch. Get wrecked. Ruins claw the sky. The work of giants. The Cantankari placated. The Cantankari are lumbering, half-fossilized isopods that will attack anything they disapprove of. Given that they are very ancient and murderously grumpy, that means almost everything. The largest chunk of the Cantankari still lives. It can be slow to die, stubbornness perhaps, the sluggish journey of signals on their calcified nerves. Listen to its last complaint. Its parting grumble is bitter and mournful. The crew share tales of the Cantankari to distract them from the nights. You can experience a sky story and hear tales of the Cantankari. Excuse me. Or we can prize precious stones from its carapace. I think that's how you pronounce that. It means its shells, actually. Its armor. Or leave the beast untouched. I want the story, man. Also, this has got a percentage thing. I've only got a 38% chance of doing that. Because I didn't choose somebody with high iron. Right, let's listen. Swan song. This is what you need as a poet, man. A muse, some inspiration. It booms like a cracked foghorn as if death were yet another wearisome indignity it was forced to tolerate. They gather in old places, as Stoker says, and make those noises at each other, like they're planning something or telling stories. An engineer shakes her head. They only have one story, and it's about how everything's terrible now. You now have 50 experience and one sky story. Onwards! Stopped clock. The fastidious inspector approaches you in the galley. Captain, good day. I noticed your ship's clock had stopped. Perhaps you'd permit me to repair it. She has a little case of tools and a hopeful expression. You prefer things to be right more than twice a day. That I do. Fix the clock.
As a poet, stories are you or treasure.
As a poet, stories are you or treasure. As a poet, stories are you or treasure. As a poet. Is that a question or a statement, Liam? As a poet, stories are you or treasure, as in a poet should be able to get inspiration from either.
Your
Sorry mate, thank you. I should have fucking... As a poet, stories are your treasure, exactly. Why didn't I fucking get that? I can normally do a little bit of deciphering when I know that. I knew it wasn't you, I knew it was a little mistake on the keyboard there. You're damn right, buddy. And my lifeblood, man. She gives a grateful flicker of the smile and sets to work. Soon she has the back of the clock and has spread tiny cogs across the galley table. Obscure horological tools gleam brassily among them. Everything has a place. I appreciate the opportunity to keep myself busy. Staring too long at the stars is harmful to the temperament. The fastidious inspector is attempting to fix your locomotive's clock. Inquire about her work. What are the duties of an agent of the horological office? Discuss the reach. Wide, wild frontier, a sunless domain but impossibly verdant with gargantuan vines, cathedral-sized bronze woods, and livid fungal archipelagos will complement her skills. Bid her a good evening. Hey, discuss the reach, man. We need to know more about this world. It has an uncouth splendour, but I miss Albion and the steady light of the clockwork sun. This clockwork sun. So, did the sun die and they replaced it, or did they manufacture it into something new? These sunless reaches are so misty and quiet, she pauses, but critical. The territories here are rich with raw hours, and enough vegetation grows on them to feed the whole of London, even if some of it is a dubious shape. The fastidious inspector has a round face, but I never read that. Ask about the hours trade, discuss suns. What happened to the Reach's sun? What happened to the Reach's sun? And London is a man-made sun? How did Her Majesty defeat the old defeat? What? Oh, I'm loving this already, man. I'm fucking loving this game. We warred, and we won. It's not my area of expertise, I'm afraid. The suns made the law, they say. Now Her Majesty makes it. As for the Reach's sun, she looks through the window at the lightless, stirring mists. I don't know. Do suns grow old? Do they die of natural causes? I think that would probably be better than the alternative, wouldn't it? It would. I don't know, would it? This artificial clockwork sun sounds fucking intriguing. I want to see it. Ask about the Winchester War. Ask for news of London. The Reach is torn by discontent between London loyalists and the more independent settlers. Don't really care about the war, but wars are always good inspiration for poetry. So, boom. There are those who feel that London is a long way away, and that they do a better job of governing themselves. The frontier attracts independent spirits. We call them taketies. For the hobnail boots that are so practical out here. Taketies or taketies? Takety, right? Do they mean like the noise the boots make? Takety, 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 takety. I'm not sure. I'm going with taketies because that's what I've been saying. London, unsurprisingly, disagrees. The Windward Company earnestly represents Her Majesty's interests in the region, sometimes very earnestly indeed. The taketies call London loyalists stovepipes. The hats, I knew it. I'm wearing one. Fuck. Listen, I'm Holmes, man. Holmes wore one, so I can get away with it. She avoids looking at you. And you, Captain? Where do your sympathies lie? Nowhere. No loyalty to either side. Perhaps you'd rather be left alone. Perhaps you're undecided. Perhaps you'd see the conflict as an opportunity. Left alone. I'm not undecided. I'm very much decided that I want to be left alone. I don't see the conflict as an opportunity. Get away from the conflict. What a remarkable indulgence, she remarked with a raised eyebrow. Inquire about work, discuss the reach. Did I do that already? Yeah. Wasn't there something else there? I didn't. No. Ask about, yes, this one. Ask about the hours trade. You've heard the Empress awards her favourites with gifts of years to it. It fucking is, look! It's what, I don't know if you were in the stream last, a while back, Liam, before I got fucking... We were talking about selling time. It was I think you were there. We were talking about if somehow you could fucking buy time by the hour. And I asked how much we were talking about how much it would be the most... We decided basically it'd be the most expensive resource on Earth. So why do we sell our time for so little when we do a job, right? They fucking nicked my idea, the cunts. well, the game's obviously a bit old, but I've fucking had that idea years ago, man. That wasn't like the first time I said it the other day. These? Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. You've heard the Empress order rich mining for hours to satisfy London's hunger for them. Problem is, it wouldn't work because as soon as that was a thing, that the corporation's just mining all of them and just selling them to billionaires. The tangles of time. Oh, hours have more uses than that. We use them to increase the efficiency of work worlds, to speed journeys to distant regions, to resolve overcrowding in prisons. It does make my life more difficult when time knots and stretches like wool on the loom. More difficult, more vital. Her Majesty sees a great trove of them. What a fucking surprise. Fucking royalism. Cunts. When she assumed the throne of hours. And now even more have been found in the Reach. Miners dig them from the ground. She looks momentarily wistful. I hope someday to retire with a modest pension of years myself. To prolong the better part of my retirement. Oh, mate. Ask about the wenches to war. Compliment her skills. Hands are deft and sure. She polishes, she cleans, she reassembles. Thank you, she says, a small embarrassed silence. It's possible the inspector is pleased, but it's rather hard to tell. Bid her a good evening. And to you, Captain. I think I shall make a cup of tea. Fucking, you can't say that to me. Teas. Right, so we've got a port just here. Is your name on it? Looks like a, I was going to say, a residential area. The village green and the nowhere inn. He's what's going on? You've gained enough experience to increase your level. You can now choose a new past or deed via the facet screen. Right, please let me have a saying. What's this? Poet, yeah. Facets to take one. Gain. What did the winds of fate hold in store? 15 minutes of fame. One of your works propelled you to brief, sudden fame. You heard that even the captivating princess said something offhand and complimentary about it at a salon. Or a salon, I should say. Scarred, you came close that day to death. It left its mark. An interlude in red and gold. That sounds like a fucking Sherlock Holmes story, man. An interlude in red and gold. The blue carbuncle. A study in pink. I'm gonna have to pick that one, I think. Oh, a scandal in Belgravia. You lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by a cheery gentleman who would determine when you could leave. Okay. So, yeah. Plus 5 mirrors, plus 3 iron. Or plus 5 mirrors. That's what I need. Veils. Veils. Oh, this is better. Veils and hearts. You were the gossip of London salons and the target of blustering editorial. Nah, that wouldn't be me. I'm non-controversial. The judge, stony face, condemned you to Newgate. I ain't no. I'm going for this one. Is that it? That's 5? An interlude in red and gold. How colourful the other guests were, how red the curtains, how gold the fittings, how secure the locks. Eventually you were allowed to leave. Was your recovery genuine? Yes, you're feeling much better, thank you. No, you just learned to lie. You said what you had to when I sent you home. Even now your world is red and gold and splendid. Well, I need this one because it gives me more of those veils. Should we try and balance out our character a little bit? Take some might. I like the idea that I tricked my way out of a sanitarium. Yeah. Boop. Excuse me. do I get into this? Oh, I have Behold, a ruin of giants, gargantuan blocks jigsawed together. Gargantuan blocks jigsawed together, furred with moss and whispering with ancients. A bucolic? Fuck me, man. Bucolic. A bucolic village nestles amongst the bucolic. Let's have a think. What's colic? Colic is something to do with either growth or colic. I might be mixing this with else. I think it's something to do with the stomach. Bucolic. That's one I'm going to have to look up. Smoke coils daintily from the chimneys. A leisurely game of cricket unfolds on the village green. A ramshackle dock juts into the sky beside a farmyard, scattered with rusty locomotive parts. Plating, piping, a chugging motor in its exposed. Let's disembark. An oily-faced, black-haired girl waits your locomotive in its position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls as you disembark. A rich knot of scents greets you, leaves and wood smoke enriched by an infrequent but pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty will wear off the more time you spend there. When you visit in the future, you may need to bring something to keep them friendly. Okay, your Port Avon welcome is now 3. Right. So they need gifts. Port Avon spills prettily across sections of colossal drifting ruins. Its orchards bask in the evening, gold light of a distant nebula. Exploring Port Avon will wear down your welcome. Here, you can restore it, allowing you to stay longer. Write a port report. Share exotic gossip. Okay, I can't do any of these. Oh, I hosted a tea party aboard a locomotive. Fuck me. I need to increase my welcome, dude. The locals are willing to update you on the news. There's not much to share. Does that mean it'll cost me 2 welcome? Those 2 blue things underneath. That one's got 1 blue thing and something else. Unlocked when you're Port Avon 1. These things are just... There's got to be someone else to sell these port reports though, right? Rather than aiding the war. I don't want to aid the war. We'll go over here. Village Green. The Auroral Sommelier, a wine taster. Someone has grafted brass wheels to the carcass of an old armoire and impaled its top with a jaunty damasked umbrella. Dude, the language in this game is fucking amazing. The heart of the village surrounded by orchards of real apple trees that were shipped through the avid horizon as seeds. Let's go to... do like a bit of wine. Sweet wines, sour wines, subtle wines and sinful. The spirits of every vintage, save of course the Hesperidian cider. He gives a small sad laugh. Wait, a man stands behind it, flesh and fiery with the colours of the orange apple. Okay, I missed that bit at the top there. I know because I looked. This is the only place with real apples, but even here, that cider eludes me. He beckons you with a gloved hand. Ask him about the Hesperidian cider, a rare vintage unheard of and unseen since London. This merits investigation. Does it? I'm not sure it does. More wine, less cider. That's what I say. Perhaps not. Let's try the Village Green. I don't want to waste my welcomes on a cider. Read that thing. Take a relaxing stroll around the village. What sort of place is Port Avon now? It's Avon, isn't it? Not Avon. What am I saying Avon for? It's obviously Avon. Or did I say Avon? I can't remember. Excuse me. Watch a cricket match. The crack of willow on leather. A hesitant smatter. I don't like cricket, mate. I'm a football man. So we'll have a relaxing stroll around the village. Why the hell not? Above, a golden nebula spheres at the sky. Amber light dapples the curving lanes. Locals nod to you, cautiously, as you pass. A light drizzle of silver rain brushes the village. It's beads are... Excuse me. Its beads are bright and tiny as pinheads. You're wearing out your welcome. Do I get anything for that? Fuck! I don't. Okay. Village Green. Kinda sucks, man. These people are too snobby, man. That's what's going on. Hey, how do I do that thing? Talk to my captain. Oh shit, look at this! What is this? Oh, there is things I had. Jettison. No. Info. Wanted it to 5 barrels. Once you... Wait, what? Oh, whoa. Get off. What's this? Square info. Deliver 5 more to be... What, is that an hour that I've got there? Don't tell me what these are. Oh, they're the seeds. They're the hours, I guess? This is my HP, my... don't know. Crew? Quarters, you're looking at it from carrying a maximum of 10. And I'm carrying 8. Fuel efficiency, right. Strength, hull strength, right. Fuel, food. Possessions. Bohemia. Passenger. Opening. Wait, what? Opening narrative. Oh, that's the black box, right. And the facilities inspector. The Tale of the High Wilderness. You can acquire these from signal boxes, storm add index words. Okay, that's inventory. Here's my status. Affiliations, events, reputations, your soul. Flickering, soul light is unpersistent and curious, lacking, presiding deviless, the Carnillon Compendium. Clear, soul is fully transparent, no swirls, no clouding, no personality, the presiding deviless, the Carnillon Compendium. So that's the tactics. Okay, that's some reputations for those guys. These are the... Yeah, that's like your passive events that you can take part in. And these will be... Oh no, they're not. Bohemia, your associates among artists and authors, poets and dreamers, and the establishment. Fuck the establishment. Right, journal. More requests. Officers, right, I want to talk to that chief engineer, man. Oh, we can as well. The driver has no tolerance for uneventful voyages. When not on duty, they stare through the stained glass windows as if willing excitement to ride in on a wave of disaster. When they take the wheel, the rest of the crew grip the nearest available support and whisper quiet prayers to various gods. Man, I've been in a few people's cars that drive like that. Gamble with the incautious driver. Rumours not intended for your ears suggest the driver is running an illicit poker game in the hold. Fuck yeah! Let's go, buddy. Play poker with you, man. You enter the hold and find the game well underway. The driver sits cross-legged in front of a pile of freshly won sovereigns and 3 newly impoverished members of the crew. The stoker angrily throws an expensive-looking watch onto the pile of winnings and departs in a fury. The driver looks up. Officer, care to make a wager? I would. The driver deals cards between the players. The cook and a crewman, whose name you can't place at the moment, watch each other with barely disguised suspicion. Behind you, a small crowd gathers to see their captain's coin. Fuck, I don't think I can play. Oh no, I thought we were going to actually play, but... Place your bet, prepare to play, and lose. 22% chance. Holy shit, that's not much. How much am I betting? That's what I need to know. Requirements. 25 sovereigns. Fucking let's do it, man. Ah! Well, enjoy the sovereigns, mate. You throw your cards down, not expecting to win, you're not disappointed. The driver bets everything on a single pair. The cook claims the pot. I hear you used to be a test driver, says the quartermaster. The driver nods. You'd never have thought it. As a child, I loved my trains. Very ordered. A safe little space where they could go round and round and nothing could go wrong. It was only after the crash that I realised I needed more. I suppose surviving that taught me that there was more to living than simply being alive. Another round? No fucking thank you, mate. I'm done. That's enough of that. Know your limits. When the fun stops, stop. As the adverts say. Let the game continue. The crew needs a break. This is harmless enough. You're damn right it is, man. Totally harmless. They're all consenting adults. They all should know. All capable of doing what they want with the wages. The driver nods to you, idly scratching an ear. Just for a moment, you spot something green winding around their finger. Wait. What? You spot something green winding around their finger. Not wound around. Like it's fucking... I don't know, some kind of finger bracelet. Winding around as in it's moving. Two options here. He's got some kind of baby snake, worm, alien thing. Pet. Maybe it's a tail of something. Well, there's more than two options, there's a shitload of options, but this is what coming to my mind. Or some kind of cheating card thing. On a, like pulling cards up his sleeve. Or laying them out maybe. Or something. I don't know. Seems like a dodgy cunt now. Keep an eye on you, mate. Keep a fucking eye on you. Here we go. They keep... Whoa, 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 whoa. The driver has no tolerance for uneventful... Yeah, we read that. Yeah, we read that. They keep scratching their ears, even while driving. A nervous tick? Or perhaps a sickness. This guy's got fucking... What have you brought on board, mate? The secondment. Listen to the driver's suggestion. Recently been roaming the corridors of your engine, whistling and getting in the way. Is there something they want? Oh, mate. Unlocked when learning about... Okay. Right, so I've unlocked this one from gambling with it. Let's go for this one first. The driver blinks. I can't keep anything from you, I see. I've been feeling a bit on edge. Would like to make myself useful if I can. There's races at the Royal Society. This guy's just a gambling addict. Maybe we could go there and you could drop me off for a bit. I could make us both a bit of money. They take out a coin and flip it in the air. It comes down on heads. Just a thought anyway. The driver will join the Rochester Club to take part in races and generate winnings for you while I second them. What? Oh yeah. The driver scratches again. It's nothing, just a little earache. Fuck off, man. This game's talking to me, dude. I'm sure it comes and goes. Then he trembles with the frustration to be pulled away from the wheel for even a short conversation. See, all fine now. Recommend visiting a doctor. Order a visit to the doctor. Yeah. Leave it for now. Listen, I order a visit to the doctor, mate. I don't know what that fucking green thing is running down your sleeve, dude. Not necessary, the driver protests. Right, listen, the more you protest, mate, the more I'm going to get suspicious. A look of pain flashes over their face for a moment. Perhaps, my family knows of a specialist in New Winchester. I think father owns a building. I think I can call in a favour. Okay, we need to get back to New Winchester then. Excuse me. Right. Right. To the pub. Port Avon's first public house stands amidst a nodding copse of apple trees. Absentee will wear out your welcome. Yeah, I know, but how much have I got left? I can't see how much welcome I've got. I think I've got 2 left. Read a work of speculative fiction. I can't do that one because I've only got a 27% chance, whatever that one was. Appreciate the amount of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get drunk. Speak to a short-sighted cryptozoologist. That could be cool. Intercede in a mushroomy matter. That could be trippy. Wait, what? The barman believes a creature, a cross between a mushroom and a jellyfish. It sways in its seat at the bar. Okay, head upstairs. The New Somerset Hunting Club. I don't care about hunters. Fuck hunters, me for this first one. Read. In the nook by the fireplace is a shelf of magazines. Each contains a story by the local author, the turbulent fabulist. Ooh, we'll pick one. Oh shit, there's loads of them. Fabulous work have been accepted in a number of publications, including Murgatroyd's Miscellany, Hearth and Heaven, and The Seasonal. Here's prodigious. Which story catches your eye? The Eyes of Heaven, Bones in the Wood, The Devil's Confession, The Vacant Throne, A Corpse at the Window, The Parson's Cook Pot. Darkly comic tale of domestic misbehaviour and unusual appetites. Satirical tale of firm ambition and mortal folly. A macabre tale of one soul's descent into solitude and madness. A thrilling tale of discovery and danger. It's either Bones or Cook Pot. Solitude and madness. You know what? All the best poets. All the best poets. On the third day it rained. The sky was a grey, drizzly circle in the well's mouth far above. The rubble underfoot darkened, then swam with mud. Perhaps he would drown today, Joseph thought. A slow way to die, he remarked to the skeleton that shared the well with him. Raindrops tip-tapped on its skull. The skeleton was a good listener. Joseph had already shared all his secrets with it. All, that is, except one. Now, holding on to that last secret seemed pointless. After all, he was likely to drown before dinner time. He cleared his throat. It was I who pushed you, he confessed. You're wearing out your welcome. You now have one tale of terror. Right. Where's my welcomes? How do I see my welcomes? Poor Avon. Profile. Class deeds, status, officers, classes. Can't see it. What's that? Between them. Right, one more place and then we'll go to the Cyclopean ruins. Cyclopean or Cyclopean? Cyclopean, right? Cyclops. Damn, my throat's gonna be fucked. How long have I been streaming? Maybe we'll go back to the Winchester and then I'll leave. What palace was this? What giant king made his home here? Why did he abandon the vast stores of souls that the locals still quarry from beneath the stones? Perhaps you might risk a furtive excavation of your own. Now, one of the looming stones is quite square, yet they all slot together immaculately. It's like the giant's causeway. What were these ruins before their fall? Even their bones are tall and stately as the finest cathedrals of old France. What purpose did they serve in the past? Plentiful days when their sun still shone? Actions here will wear out your welcome. 22% chance of the top one, 64% chance of the bottom one. A nocturnal excavation, or enjoy the picturesque surroundings. Success will gain you a vision of the heavens. Come on, baby. Roll the dice. Fucking hell. Bad luck. I had 2/3 chance, man. It's definitely worth taking the chance. A milky mist billows across the sky. The stones pour cold shadows over you. They loom like stooping giants. You are so tiny, so fleeting, so easily squashed. You hurry from their choking immensity, seeking the smaller familiar shapes of cottages, of trees, of locals leaning on their painted gates. You are no longer welcome in Port Avon. You may be able to become so again at the dock. You've gained a tale of terror. Oh, that's good. Instead of getting the vision of heaven, I got another terror tale. So there was like it wasn't a complete failure. There was a booby prize, consolation prize. A couple of the brawny and McDonald boys are watching the ruins, truncheons in hands. Alright, we'll fucking go in, mate. Calm down. Best keep out. Dangerous place. You may be able to improve your welcome back at Port Avon Dock. Right, let's get back to the dock now. Recruit a repentant devil. Or, yeah. I don't think I can go to the shops now. Officers require a sign-on fee. Offer him a berth. Wait, I can't. I need 100 sovereigns and we got 45. This will give you a signaller who will increase your iron by 2, your veils by 6. Okay, can I go to the shop and sell something? Maybe? An horticultural opportunity. A boy and broker who sell his sacks. I need these. I need 3 of these. Are they about enough? How much are they? What's that about? Oh, 7, 12. 25 each. I can't buy 3. What did I buy them? Hang on a minute. I can't have forgotten them all now. What's this? Seeds. Deliver it. Wait. Okay, they pay 80 for each, so just buy as many as I can. Right, and once you've done 3, that's when you get the thing. Right. Hang on, explore. Right, get some seeds, bro. Get some fucking seeds, mate. I'll come back for some more later, alright. Right. Can I sell something here, or...? I need to get back in 30 days, because that's when the new bargains, these will probably go. Okay, what about the other shop? Can I sell here? I can. Okay, how much can I sell? I've not got much. I've got fuck all. A jumble of undistinguished souls, 70. I can't buy anything. I'll sell it again. Okay. We're gonna have to leave. Okay. I'll be back to Right, now my ear's starting to hurt. So I don't want to go that way, I want to go north. Just test marker. It said northwest. West, and we can go up, I guess. Nameless monuments to an endless monument deteriorates here, the wind whistling through its solemn stems. Oh shit, was that the thing it found? I'm past it already. Right, we need to go up ASAP. The low supplies. Once you run out, your crew will begin to starve. You can buy more at most ports. Check the port. Okay. Okay. About it originally, and it's finding something. I need to go back to Winchester, I think. there's something else down here then. It's probably something I can't do. Let's have a quick look and then we're going back to the legend stuff. Kudu scum, a spidered signal box foggy with webs, once was part of the Isambard line, an old folly Isambard Kingdom brunette. Or is it Isambard? It's Isambard. The signal from the blue and white pattern of one bundle, it appears a spider has trapped a teapot. Inside, beneath a desk covered with rusty levers, is a luggage trunk. Captains in dire need can borrow from the cache inside, but custom dictates they must later replenish it. This is kind of like one of those, you know when you're walking in like the Lake District or something, and they have, what do they call them, like the little huts? It's basically like a little building that people can stay in, but sometimes travellers will leave things with other people. Recruit a fatalistic signalman. You detect a whiff of cigarette smoke as you enter. A man in a grey uniform and grey bowler rises from a chair. Evening. I don't suppose you're looking for a signaller. He does not sound hopeful. How long has he been waiting here? The fatalistic signalman is an officer, a signaller who increases your moves by 6, fails by 2, and villainy by 1. Read the ledger. Captains who withdraw from the cache should note their name and ship and what they took. Occasionally, they will add anecdotes. You will gain a vision of the heavens or sky stories. Raid the cache or leave. I'm going to do all of these. You're in, mate. He's startled by your response. Oh, right. I was expecting you to say no, to be honest. You ask what he was doing here. I work the Isambard line. I'm the last one, I suppose. Hitch rides between the boxes, make repairs, sweep up a bit. But I could do with a change of scene. He seems unsure. Well, I'd better get my things together. He picks up a modest holdall and checks his hat is on his head. I think that's everything. After you, officer. You can appoint the fatalistic signalman to be your signaller when you are docked in port. Sweet. I'll read the ledger. A recent entry. The handwriting is... The handwriting is poor, but legible. Captain Lockwood withdrew supplies. Their handwriting is weak. There is a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain writes feverishly of a light that danced at some distance before them. After some hours following it, it abruptly grew, getting brighter as it did. Then nothing, just gone. You now have one vision of the heavens. Raid the cache or leave. Later replenish it. This may mean enemy aids enemy. Wait, this may mean enemy aids enemy. Rival secures rival. Better that than bad luck. So this will give me some supplies, I guess. That's what it looks like. Is that a number 2 on them? I can't tell. Let's take it and find out. The luggage trunk is sturdy and vast, large enough to have held a modest family's worldly goods on the journey through the avid horizon. Left here, it still serves those braving the wilderness. Whoever left these took care that the food was preserved and sealed away. It's still edible, with a bit of salt, maybe even pleasant, or take fuel. We take material to repair. Fully repairs the hut. This will leave the contents of the cache for another Skyfarer. Their need might be greater than yours. That's true. You're not be able to return to... Here's the thing, man. What the developers have put a little treat in, that if you did that, maybe somebody comes and, or maybe you find someone here later, or... I would. If I'd written that bit, that last sentence, their need might be greater than yours. I mean, it might just be a plea to your ethics. I have already got enough supplies to get me home and enough fuel to get me home. But I'm going to run out of money. If it's only one of each, I could repair, but we should be fine as long as it doesn't run into one of those crazy fucking fish things. I'm going to leave it, man. This place was a folly. Already nature strives to claim it. It is not a place to linger. I agree. Let's get the hell out of here. The stokers work vigorously. This place makes them yearn for the riotous camaraderie of New Winchester. That's where we're going. We're going home. We're going home. Right, let's have a look here. Just look this way. We can get through here. Let's go this way. Cool if I could put little waymarkers. Right, up past the beast and to the right. I'm going to take a gamble that we can go this way. Days ago, go. That's not right. Straight ahead of them. Chat with the Endurance veteran delivery. Wait, did I not get a pull report? I thought I got one. We need a reach pull. I thought I. Oh, a reach. Okay. Right, what? I'll come back to you later. I need to get back to you and go through Scrubbed Clark begs a moment of your time. Explore ambition encoded letter. Interested? We've done that. So it's just this new one. I represent Halliges, the banking house. I need some money. Are you going to give me a loan? I promise this will only take a moment of your unquestionably valuable time. He produces a folded contract with a flourish. We hear promising things about you, officer. Very promising indeed. We would like to extend our services. We provide a secure solution for the storage of your assets. Absolute discretion and steadfastness unto death and beyond. We require only a signature. I fucking heard that before, mate. The offer is entirely complimentary, I assure you. At Halages, we measure ourselves by the quality of our clientele. Well, you would say that. This will unlock a bank vault, allowing you to store and withdraw items at any old port. Of course we want that. There, it is done. I am certain that this represents the beginning of a long and warm relationship between ourselves and your lineage. May it endure. I bid you good day, officer. You may access your bank in the central port of any region. You will find it in the list of areas on the left-hand menu when docked. Select to transfer items between your hold and the bank. You'll be able to access the contents of your bank from any hub. If your captain dies, the contents of your bank will be inherited. Okay, that's cool. I don't think I've got anything to put in there, but look at this. Oh, that's a seeder ball. Okay. Oh shit! Hang on. The driver was supposed to be into the doctor. Here we go. Escort the incautious driver to their family doctor. Right. A silver plaque on the door bearing only a name indicates that this is the address of New Winchester's most exclusive practice. An immediate appointment. While the doctor conducts her examination, the driver asks you to update their old records with their current employment. You take a moment's pleasure in the driver's ridiculous middle name and pass over the field on gender, straightforwardly crossed out. Their address was last an eyebrow-raising the prestigious New Winchester townhouse. You amend it to the name of your locomotive. Ah, the doctor says, peering into the driver's ear. A case of verdancy, a fungal colonisation of the brain, not uncommon in the Reach. You've noticed uncharacteristic impulses? Changes in behaviour? She eyes the driver's skysuit and scars. The driver nods. Yes, the spores root deeply in the brain. Wait, is that him talking or her? That's her still. Attempts to extract them have had less than satisfactory results. I'm afraid the best prescription is to entertain them. Take them where they want to go. See the things they want to see. Typically a little travel does the job and they'll soon lose interest. So he has got some kind of fucking alien parasite on him. You've gained 1000 experience. Right. Who am I talking to here? The doctor still. Oh no, I've got a newspaper. Citizens wishing to keep up with the developments in the war turn to the New Gazette. It is, famously, the only newspaper worth reading in New Winchester, as well as the only paper that hasn't bankrupted itself. Its quality speaks for itself. Here you can read about the progress of the war, check your reputation with the factions and who currently controls the Reach. Read the current political situation in the New Gazette. Search the New Gazette for your name. Are they talking about you? Hey, listen, I'm not an egotist. If they're talking about me, they're talking about me. Who cares? Let's read about the current political situation. You will learn who currently controls the Reach. The lay of the land. The Assembly runs New Winchester from Victory Hall and seeks to strengthen its hand in the Reach, London's proxy. The Windward Company, however, maintains a considerable presence in the Reach. Although New Winchester is still neutral ground, tensions are mounting within and without the port. Wait, hang on. I thought the Windward Company was and the Assembly were the separatists. Oh, that's just of here, not of the Reach. Okay. Oh, come on, let's have a look. Let's Google ourselves. Your name does not appear in any of the Takati founded focus reporting on the war. Apparently you are not considered worthy of comment. Good. There's no mention of you among the stories about the Stovepipe's recent fortune, so you are not of interest to them. Okay. Why can't I read that one? For some reason. I don't know. I can't for some reason. We do need repairs. I need to buy some fucking stuff as well. I ain't got no money. Let's have a look here. Let's see if I can... Wrong one. Where's the figure? Here we go. 20 and 40. How much have I got? I've got 20. So I can buy fuel, but also I need supplies. Right, so can I sell a fuel? Wait, what? Selling? These aren't mine, are they? Why have I got all this in the hold? Oh shit, these are mine, I think. 4 tea drinkers. Whoa. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Let me go back to that shop. Victoria Market. Buying fuel and supplies. Selling. Yeah, this is all mine. A jumble of undistinguished souls. Info. The bottles are as ordinary as the souls that coil inside them. Sell. Oh shit, no, I don't have any. Okay, these are just what they buy. If I had them. Shit, I've only got supplies and fuel and no seeds. I thought for some reason maybe the captain, this was the captain's stuff. Who died. Right, okay. Right, I'm scared to move. Because my food's going to run out. And then my crew's going to start dying. I need to go north-northwest to sell those seeds. It's going to be somewhere right up there. I have to go for it, I guess. Should we that way? North-northwest, more north than west. And I go straight up. Save the game. Save and exit. Yes, please. Right. Fucking awesome. I'll be back tomorrow. Adios amigos, au revoir, mes amis, arrivederci, miei amici, auf Wiedersehen, meine Freunde, sayonara, do widzenia, zajcian, alvida, and good night. Love you lot. See you next time. Take care of yourselves.